Good morning. Got the sprayer fired up. We got to get some beans sprayed here this morning. We're going to get one load done here this morning, then we're going to get some stuff ready because the next 3 loads we've got a long trip to make. We need tender trailer loaded, sprayer loaded. We got a meeting at 10. We have to wait for, so it's gonna be a little slow getting going this morning, but we'll get one done anyway. Taking another little jug though. We've got some more additive stuff. This is supposed to be 50 acres, I believe. I'll have to read it again. But when we get to whatever amount that'll spray, we will throw it in the tank. 2.5 ounces per acre. We've got a gallon. It's 128 divided by 2.5. 51.2. Yeah, it's 50 acres worth. So we can spray 80 when we get 30 acres off of this tank. We'll dump that one in there and have another side by side. My AC is too cold in here, condensing all the water on the outsides. Can't see. Working right behind the farm here, so we are just about down to where we need to be to dump this other jug in. We'll have a nice side by side the rest of this field where we're working that way. So yeah, when we get up here on the end, we should be good to go. So this is a product called Source Soybeans. I don't know, we're testing it. They gave me this jug to try. It has nothing to do with YouTube. They gave it to me because they want me to use it. It's green. I think this is the one. My understanding is that it is like caffeine for microbes, where you spray this on the plants. It goes through the plants and the plants excrete it through their roots, which signals the microbes to do their job and feed nitrogen and stuff to the plants. I'm a little skeptical, but we will see. They do have a product for corn as well that's supposed to let you reduce your nitrogen rates or be better, more nitrogen efficient. I did not try any of that this year, but we'll try this. Improves the soil environment to support plant growth by stimulating the native soil microbiome. Yeah, okay. What's in it? Flavanol. Isn't that the stuff they put on popcorn to turn it yellow? Butter flavor, maybe? I don't know. Don't do that. Don't do that. I shouldn't have said that. We'll make sure we add this. Ooh, what are we going to call this? Is it a growth regulator? Is it an additive? It's not an additive. Is it a fertilizer? We're going to call it a fertilizer. I'm pretty sure I don't have it in here. New. Source soybeans, fluid ounces, 2.5. Done. Now it will record where we put it. You guys ready? Are you ready? Power ladder. Well, I doubt you guys can tell, but that little jug that we just dumped in there, that 1 gallon, turned our spray mist yellow. It really, as soon as it came through the boom, I could see it, because it went from a real clear whitish mist to yellow. That was, all right, well, it's in there. We're doing something. All right, I got all those fields at home done there. We've moved to another one that we're spraying out this tank load. Look at this. Holy mackerel, look at that. This whole area is destroyed from the geese coming out of that pond. Just gone. There's probably 3 acres. Not 3 acres. 2 acres. Gone. Oh. At least they look good out here. All right, I started up our semi there on our tender. We got to build some air pressure, so we're going to get that loaded up next. I refilled the sprayer already, and it needs fuel, so we're fueling that up, and then we're going to sit and wait, and we'll go later this morning. All right, we are loading stuff up here. I've got little over 1,200, almost 1,300 gallons in the front tank. We're going to put the same in the back. That's 2 sprayer loads plus the one we're loaded up. That's our 3 that we need to go and do what we're going to go and do. I pumped some chemical into some jugs and threw those on the other side there. So we've got our fungicide that we need. I got the insecticide on there. We should be good to go once we get 1,300 gallons in this back tank. All right. Well, our meeting is over. We're transitioning some accounting services stuff, but Brock's here. Brock's gonna wash the tractor. That won't take very long. And then Brock's gonna work on cleaning out a tank. Brock, I'm gonna get you a camera. So he's gonna wash that and then work on cleaning that fertilizer tank out. We're gonna keep moving on that project here this afternoon. So I'm gonna jump in the sprayer. We'll do the first field. Dad's gonna meet me with the tender truck at the next group of fields, and we'll get these beans sprayed. This will be, yeah, once we're done with these 3 loads, that'll be all the beans that are ready to be sprayed right now. We'll have more to do next week, but we'll be done for now. Back to spraying. Decent looking field of beans. These ones aren't real tall, but this is our 2.2 maturity beans. They're super early. They're a shorter variety, so they look pretty decent out here. I'm happy with them. We've got a few weeds back on that end along the road, but out in the field here, they're pretty darn clean. And overall, I'm happy. There's a little bit of a thin spot right here. I don't know. They'll be fine. Well, we're done. Oops. That little strip there is all that we didn't cover in that field. So we did 81 acres out of the 86 that are here. So that's good. On to the next one. I haven't seen Dad drive by, but that doesn't mean he hasn't. He's here. We've got the beans across the road and over here. These are the fields that we sprayed. Come on. Come on. Are we not in Bart? We're not in Bart. Come on, let me down. There. Anyway, these are the fields we sprayed for Mare's Tail a month or so ago. Some Liberty and Enlist. All right, we just loaded up again. Got the ones across the road sprayed. Thought I'd stop here and look at these beans a little bit before we spray them. Lots of holes. Look at all of those. That's why we're putting insecticide in. We're gonna kill whatever's doing that. I don't know if it's, I've seen some clover worms. There might be some bean beetle. It's not Japanese beetle doing that, because Japanese beetle leave the veins intact and you'll see a spider webbing pattern. I have seen a fair number of Japanese beetles, but I don't right here. It's more of this. Kind of. Yeah. That looks like Japanese beetle damage. So, but the big holes is something different. We gotta get that fixed. Let's take a look and pull up a plant. These are the beans that were damaged by the neighbor when they sprayed their corn. They drifted on us pretty good, but they're coming out of it. We got lots of nodules. Look at all those nodules. That's fantastic. Nice dark red color inside. Those look great. We got pods. I can't even tell where the main stem is because we killed it. We're gonna say this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, right there's our pod. R3, we're at the perfect timing. I mean, they don't look like bad beans. We'll see. There goes Dad. Thanks, Dad. Yeah, look at all them holes. No good. Die, bugs. Die. So this is the side of the road that we sprayed Liberty on. We got some escapes. I don't know if the Liberty didn't work real well or if they're just coming up since then or what, but we may have to spray this one again. And I don't know if Liberty will work. We might have to use some Enlist. Not good, not good. But we got this one done. We got to jump across the ditch and do the one in the back. Unfortunately, there's a dead tree right by our bridge, so we got to fold the boom up to get across there. Done. Let's get out of here. Heading back to the farm. All right, we made it back to the farm. I'm going to leave the sprayer in the barn because we're done with it for the week. We'll get it back out next week. Oh, look at that. I got my data exported off the display, so that's all done good. So we'll see how Brock's doing. Brock says he's like done. Let's see. What's it look like? Oh, Yeah. Nice. That's not too bad at all, is it? Cool. Did you film any of this? Good. Roll it.
Alrighty, so as Nathan said, I'm cleaning the 8R here behind me. I ran over it the other day with the power washer when I was washing the planter to get all the heavy stuff off. There's still a couple spots I couldn't get to because the planter was hooked up inside the back tires. 3-point just was in the way. So I just went over that. I just turned the tires each way up front here. Got in between there and there on both sides. Got as much bird poop off the hood as I could, off the top. It's pretty well cleaned. I mean, if this was any of my equipment, then I would say we're done. But it's not. And Nathan said, go ahead and foam it. So you know what? We're gonna foam it. We're gonna use the same stuff that we used on the combine. I already got it mixed up here in the gun, or the whatever you want to call this. So we're just gonna do one side at a time, spray it on, let it sit, not long, but then start from the bottom, spray up, and it should be done. It should shine. It's a pretty clean tractor now, and hopefully it'll be even cleaner later. Well, there you have it. A clean-ish, not winter clean, but mid-season clean 8335R. I'd say it looks pretty good. It wasn't super dirty to begin with, so that was nice, made it easy. But it's definitely cleaner now. It's got a shine to it. So I think I'm gonna pull it in the barn. I think I'm just gonna put it back where it was, get it out of the sun so it doesn't water spot, and let it dry in the back of the shed. It ain't gonna hurt anything. It's just a little water dripping off of it. And when Nathan gets back, if he wants to put it in the new barn, I don't know how he has everything rearranged, but I think right next to the door up in the front corner spot, there's a spot for it. So we'll see what he wants when he gets back. He said he'll be back a little bit later after he gets done spraying. So we will move on to cleaning the tanks, fertilizer tanks. Well, we're out here at the fertilizer tanks. I'll show you my setup. So we got the water tanks here that we usually fill the sprayers with and stuff. The hoses are coming out of the bottom of those into this pump. So this pump has a whole bunch of T's there and stuff like that, but the hose that usually goes out and fills the sprayer we have coming back here, and we have a garden hose on it. And the purpose that we have the garden hose is to get higher pressure. So when we are in the tank, we can more or less penetrate the surface of the water and break up and stir up the sediment that's in the bottom. I did it for 2 minutes, if that. And we got maybe, I don't know, 100 gallon out, which, yeah, it's not bad. But I really just wanted to get, I don't know if you can see that. There's not much left in the tank there that has water on it. It's just a thin layer, so we'll keep doing this, keep spraying water, keep pumping it out, go spread it on the field, just like we did the other tank. So, I guess I didn't show the whole thing in the truck, but we got our tote in the back here. Mark made a manifold to have 3 different spots where it comes out of the tank. I'll show you that when we get back here to the field. We're just gonna go behind the farm here where we spread the ammonium thiosulfate crud back to the wheat field. It's way back here in the back down this lane. So that's where we're gonna spread this. We're just gonna get rid of it pretty much. It's still got some fertilizer benefits, but it's just, we need to get rid of it, and this is the best way, I guess. So that right there is the manifold system, just coming out of the tank there. One going out there, one coming there, one coming there. It's simple. It's just to get rid of this, nothing special. But when we flip this, We gotta run back to the truck so we don't get too much in one spot. And there it comes. So it's working. Let the truck and drive. And just go. You can see in the mirror there, it's coming out. It's just get rid of it on the field. We'll work this in. This is gonna be ripped or chiseled, however you want to say it, because this is going to corn next year. So rip it in the fall and work this all in and add nutrients to the soil. So we emptied it when we came back up here, and now we just got to do it over and over and over again until the tank's clean. So yeah, it's gonna be a fun day.
So we put a little nozzle on our hose from the pump, so we're just pumping fresh water in and rinsing it around, and some pumping it out into that tank. I got a flashlight. Check it out. You can see all the rings. Well, we didn't get it all out, but it's not too bad. That's pretty good. Oh, you guys are, you're wet. There, kind of. Anyway, this one's done. All right, well, that one was relatively easy. I mean, I haven't seen Brock's footage yet, but he got it done while I was spraying, so couldn't have been that bad. We're gonna put this tote here. You gotta grab it from this side. We're gonna put this as 1034. Oh, it's what came out of that tank. We're gonna put that back in there. So we're just gonna hook a hose up and gravity feed it right in through the window. We're gonna put these manhole covers back on, but I want to get new gaskets. This one's probably okay. There was a slight tear in it right there, but that one's probably okay. This one, however, for this tank is no good. So we need new gaskets. And these tanks have an oil film or some kind of an oily type product on top that we put in them, and the idea is that it floats on the fertilizer or whatever liquid we put in them, and then it coats the walls as you draw the tanks out to keep them from rusting and help protect them a little bit. So obviously we have lost that in both of these now, so we're gonna get some more and put it in them. So it may be next week before we have the ability to get that stuff and get it into them, and so we're not going to put the covers back on yet. That's what I'm trying to tell you. We got that third tank open, and it's really not bad. I don't know, you guys probably can't see it, but I can actually see through it. It's fairly clear, other than some rust floating on top, which is coming off of the walls. But you kind of expect that. We ran a shovel across it. There's a little bit on the bottom, but not much. I don't think it's worth messing with it. So we're not going to. We're gonna clean that up, and we're gonna get stuff put back together after we get new gaskets and probably some new bolts. All right, Brock finished cleaning up some stuff around those tanks there. Oh, we're done with the water. We should unhook the hose and put that back, turn it off, and we're gonna go back and see how Dad's doing. He's digging trees, cutting trees back in the woods again. I might go pick the boys up at home and take them for a little gator ride here. They didn't want a gator ride. Imagine that. I wonder why. I know they're having a ball with this, but I wasn't expecting how much fun I would have out, you know, trail riding with my kids. This is awesome. Well, we switched drivers and lost a rider in the process. Grandpa, he got that whole clump of trees that we were watching him cut down yesterday down and gone, and he's digging stumps out. So Brayson and I are going to go riding for a little while. Ryland's going to stay with Grandpa for the time being. All right, everybody, we are heading home. Thanks for watching tonight. I'm not entirely sure what tomorrow's plan is. I know that I need to change oil in my truck because I'm heading to Columbus on Thursday, and we need an oil change before we go. So we're gonna do that probably in the morning. We may have to make a road trip tomorrow afternoon. I've got some stuff to pick up if it's available. I don't know. We'll see about that. But yeah, we'll find something to do. So thanks for watching here. If you have any questions and comments, leave them down below. I'm not committing to this yet, but I'm tentatively thinking about a live stream later on in the week. I will try and keep you posted on that. Depends on how things work out Friday. Could be Friday or Saturday, but it depends on how things work out. So I've got this meeting in Columbus on Thursday, so there won't be a video Friday morning probably. Seed kickoff meeting for Golden Harvest. So thanks for watching. Questions, comments, leave them down below. Hit that like and subscribe button, and we will see you tomorrow.